Good morning, children. Let us resume exercise 8.1, question number 10. That is, ABCD is a parallelogram and AP and C. ABCD is a parallelogram and AP and CQ are perpendiculars from vertices A and C on diagonal BD. Show that triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD and second one AP equal to CQ. Let us, children, see this is the figure that is given in the question itself. What is given and what is to prove? Let us see the summary is written over here. What is given? A parallelogram ABCD is given such that AP is perpendicular to BD. AP is perpendicular to BD. Okay, children. And CQ is perpendicular to BD. CQ is perpendicular to BD. We have to prove that triangle APB. Where is APB? Triangle APB is this triangle. This one is congruent to triangle CQD, means this triangle. Okay, and AP equal to CQ. Let us start proving, children. Start proving. Proof. Okay, children. In triangle APB, in triangle APB and triangle CQD, triangle APB and triangle CQD. Okay, children, these are the triangles here under consideration. Triangle APB and triangle CQD, that is, what do we have here, children? APB, where is APB equal to CQD, that is AB equal to what? AB equal to CD. Why AB equal to CD? They are opposite sides of parallelogram are equal, that is opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, children. Now if AB equal to this, AB equal to CD, we have seen. What else is there? That is angle 1 equal to angle 2. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. Okay, children. Why angle 1 equal to angle 2? They are alternate interior angles. Why alternate interior angles? Clear? AB is parallel to CD and BD is the transversal. And BD is the transversal. Okay, children. Also, what is the third component? Third part is angle. Which one? Angle APB. That is angle APB equal to angle CQD. CQD. Okay, children. That is what? That is given to be 90 degree each. 90 degree each given. Okay, children. This implies that triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD by which rule? That is angle. What is this? Angle side. Angle side. Here this is what? Angle side. That is by AAS rule. By AAS rule. Okay, children, this implies that, that is what clear we have to prove clear in part 1. That is first proof is finished. Okay, children, this implies what is the second? See, from what is second? Clear? What we have? See, we have triangle APB congruent to what? Triangle CQD, that is proved above. Clear? This implies that, see, from here only you AP equal to CQ, that is by CPCT. Okay, children. So we have proved both the parts. Clear? Now coming to the next question, that is question number 11. See, this is a big question. Question number 11 and 12 are good questions. See, what is question number 11, children? Here a figure is given to be like this. Uh, triangle, in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, AB equal to DE. AB equal to DE. See the figure. AB figure is drawn like this. See, figure is drawn like this. This is the figure. Actually, let us draw the figure. This and this one is see, look at this, and this is joined now. Let it be ABC. This is A, B, and this is C. Clear? And what is this? This is D, E, F. This is D, E, and F. This is A, D, A, D joined here by dotted line. Clear? B, B, E also joined by dotted line, children, and C, C, F are joined. So this is the figure, children. Okay. Now look at here. Look at the figure now. What is given? Now let us write down. What is given here? Go through the question. Given that in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, what is given? AB is parallel to DE. Clear, children? Given figure, AB is what? AB equal to DE. What is given? AB equal to DE. Means this is equal to this one. AB equal to DE. AB is parallel to DE. AB is parallel to DE. Clear? And BC is equal to what? BC is equal to EF. BC is equal to EF. Where is that? BC is equal to EF. This one. BC is equal to EF. And what else? And BC is parallel to EF. And BC is parallel to EF. These things are given, children. That is now what we have to prove that. This is question number 11. To prove. What we have to prove? See, there are 6 things we have to prove. That is, one is, what is first one? Quadrilateral ABED is a parallelogram. That is quadrilateral ABED. ABED is a parallelogram. Second one also we have to prove BEFC. BEFC is a parallelogram. What is third? Third is AD is parallel to CF. AD is parallel to CF and AD is equal to CF. AD is equal to CF. 3. And what fourth point that we have to prove? Fourth point is ACFD. ACFD is a parallelogram. Fifth one is that is AC equal to DF. AC equal to DF. And what is sixth one? Sixth one is triangle ABC. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Means this triangle is congruent to triangle DEF. Triangle DEF. Okay, children. Now let us see. Now, children, let us move to the proof. See, this is what is given. It is given that AB is equal to DE. Okay, children. AB is equal to DE. It is given in the question itself. Clear? AB equal to DE, it is given in the question. AB is parallel to DE. AB is equal to DE, it is given here, and AB is parallel to, this is parallel to DE. BC equal to EF, that is BC equal to EF, and BC is parallel to EF. Let us see proof. What is proof? See children, in quadrilateral ABED, in quadrilateral, first proof, in quadrilateral ABED, A, see the figure, in quadrilateral AB, in quadrilateral ABED, quadrilateral ABED. What is this? AB is parallel to DE. AB is parallel to DE. Okay children, and AB equal to DE, and AB equal to, see what is given in quadrilateral ABED. What is given children? See, in quadrilateral ABED, that is in quadrilateral ABED, AB is parallel to DE. That is what? AB is parallel to DE, and AB is equal to DE. That is given in the question only. That is given. This implies that what? This implies that children, this implies that AB is parallel to DE and AB equal to DE. What does it mean? It means that ABED, this implies that ABED is a parallelogram. Okay children, so this is first part is your first part is proved. Okay children, first part is proved that ABED is a parallelogram. What is second part? What is second part children? Second part is BEFC is a parallelogram. Let us see. Second one is BEFC. Where is that? BEFC located? BEFC. Okay. Second part is in quadrilateral. In quadrilateral. In quadrilateral BEFC. BEFC. What is given? See, that is BC equal to EF. BC here. See, in quadrilateral BEFC, what is given? BC is parallel to EF, children. BC is parallel to EF, and BC equal to EF. Here BC is parallel to EF, and BC equal to EF. That is given. Clear? This implies that what? BEFC is a parallelogram. Clear children? This second also, what? Second also we have proved. Right children? Now this one. Now what is third part? What is third part children? Third part is AD is parallel to CF and AD is equal to CF. We have to see. See children, here one thing clear we forgot to write. ABED is a parallelogram. This implies that from here only AB, look at here, ABED is a parallelogram. We have proved that, and AB equal to DE and AB equal to AB is parallel to DE and AB equal to DE. What does it mean? ABED has become a parallelogram. AB equal to DE, it is given that. It means that what? AD equal to BE. This implies AD is parallel to BE. This implies that AD is parallel to BE. Right? That is, other pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. That is, AD equal to is parallel to BE and AD equal to BE. And AD equal to BE. Okay children, that is, let it be question number 1. Right? See, since ABED is a parallelogram, so see, one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, then it is a parallelogram. Once it is a parallelogram, so other pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Similarly, in quadrilateral, this here also. Now here BEFC is a parallelogram. BEFC is a parallelogram. What does it mean? This implies that see other pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. This implies that BE is parallel to CF. This implies that BE. Where is BE? What is this? Here BC is parallel to this. This implies that BE is parallel to CF. BE is parallel to CF and BE equal to CF. Let it be equation number 2. Now what is third part that we have to prove? Third part, AD is parallel to CF. Clear? And AD is equal to CF from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, what do we get? AD is parallel to BE. AD is parallel to BE and BE is parallel to CF. Clear? And what? AD is equal to, that is AD equal to BE and BE equal to CF, children. Okay, this implies that, see, what do we conclude over here? That is AD is parallel to CF. This implies that AD is parallel to CF and AD equal to CF, and that is what we have to prove here in part 3. That is, this is again proved. Clear? So part 3 is also proved, children. Now let us see what is part 4. What is fourth part is, children? Fourth part is we have to prove that ACFD. Where is that? ACFD. ACFD is a parallelogram. That is fourth part, children. ACFD is a parallelogram. We have to prove that. Fourth part, in triangle. Where is ACFD? ACFD, let us locate it. ACFD. Clear, children? Fourth one, that is in quadrilateral. In quadrilateral. Which one? ACFD. ACFD, children. Okay, what do we have? We have AD is parallel to CF. See, AD is parallel to CF, that is AD is parallel to CF and AD equal to CF. Here only, children, that is AD equal to CF. Here, children, that is proved above. Here only, see, here AD equal to CF in quadrilateral. ACFD we are talking about. Look at the figure. ACFD we are talking about. Clear? And here we have proved that AD equal to CF. AD equal to CF in one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. This implies that AD is parallel to CF and AD equal to CF. Clear? That is proved above. Proved above. This implies that, clear, what do we conclude? This implies that ACFD is a parallelogram. Okay, children, see, this is means fourth part also we have proved. Clear, children? Now let us see fifth part. What is fifth part we have to prove? That is, fifth part is AC equal to DF. AC equal to DF, we have to prove that. Okay, children, let us see, that is fifth part. Now AC, here we have see ACFD. ACFD is a parallelogram that we have proved above. We have proved above. Clear, children? ACFD is a parallelogram that is proved above. This implies that what we have to prove? That AC equal to DF, we have to prove that. This implies that, see, ACFD, where is that? ACFD is a parallelogram. This implies that AC is parallel to DF. Clear? And AC equal to DF, that is, and AC equal to DF only. Clear? We have to prove. See, in parallelogram opposite sides are, that is, opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal and parallel. That is, opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal and parallel. Okay children, so this is also, see, fifth part also we have proved. Clear? Now let us see the sixth part. What is it about? Sixth part, that is, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Let us see in triangle. Let us see in triangle ABC, children. Triangle ABC. In triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Okay children, what do we see here over here? That is AB equal to DE. AB equal to DE. AB equal to D, that is given in the question. See, similar markings are shown for showing equality. AB equal to DE, that is given in the question. Clear children? What else is given children? That is, see, BC equal to EF. That is BC. Where is that? BC equal to this one. Your BC equal to EF also it is given. That is BC equal to EF. It is also given. Clear children? And what is the third part? Third part is AC equal to DF. AC. Where is that? AC. AC equal to DF. We have proved here. AC equal to DF. Where did we prove? That is AC equal to DF. We have proved above. AC equal to DF. AC equal to DF we have proved over here children. See, look at here. AC equal to DF we have proved above. This implies that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Which congruence rule is applied? Side. That is by triple S rule. Okay children, so this is third part also we have proved nicely. That is triangle ABC. This one, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay children, see, this is very important and good question that is proved. Okay children, now let us move to the last question of the of the exercise. That is question number 12. Let us see what is it about. Question number 12 is very much important, clear, and it is little bit lengthy also. Let us see question number 12. Let it be question number 12. What is it? Question number 12, children. Question number 12 states that, see, let us see. It is a ABCD is a trapezium. It is given like this. ABCD is a trapezium. Figure is given in the question itself. A is here. B is here somewhere. B is here. Clear? And this is a trapezium basically. This is a trapezium. Clear? A, B, C and D. Clear? This is given over here. So this is the figure actually basically, and one hint is given there, but in your examination it will not be given. A, B, C, D is a trapezium. What is given? A trapezium ABCD, a trapezium ABCD such that AB is parallel to CD, children. Such that AB is parallel to CD. And what else is given? And AD equal to BC. AD equal to BC. That is, and AD equal to BC. Children, then see what else? Nothing else is given. Now let us see. that what we have to prove here. We have to prove, see, so many things are there to prove. That is which one, to prove what we have to prove. Look at the book here. Angle A equal to angle B we have to prove. That is first one. Angle A equal to angle B. What is second part that we have to prove? Angle C equal to angle D. Clear? And what is third part we have to prove? Third part we have to prove, that is triangle ABC. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD. That is triangle BAD. Okay, children. Fourth part is, what is fourth part? Fourth part, that is that diagonal AC. Diagonal AC is equal to diagonal BD. Children, here see angle A equal to, see, it is given that ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to CD. ABC, this is the definition of trapezium only, that is one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Clear? That is, and AD equal to, see, non-parallel sides are equal, it is given that AD equal to BC. Now we have to prove this thing. See, according to the situation here, angle A equal to, what is this angle A? That is, let it be this this is angle 1. That is, if we give the name, then it would be easier, angle 1. Clear? This is angle 2. That is, let it be angle A equal to angle B we have to prove. Clear? That is angle 1 equal to angle 2, that we will show. And what is what else is there? Let it be this be angle 3 will, it is this is angle 3. Clear? This is angle 6, let it be. This is angle 5 first. This is angle 6. Okay, children. Now some construction is required for that. See, 1 2 3 here, actually some construction is there. We will draw and line, that is, let it be CE parallel to AD. Draw a line CE parallel to E, that is CE parallel to what? AD, CE, which will intersect AB produced at E, and let it be angle 4. Okay, children. So 1 2, this is what? 1 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5 and 6. Okay, children. This is a big question, and I tell you, we have to be very careful while solving this question. Now what construction is needed, children? Write down construction. See, we have seen the construction. What that is? What? See, drawn CE parallel to what? Parallel to AD. That is AD. CE parallel to DA. That is DEA or AD. That is same thing. DA, which intersects AB at E. Okay, children. Now what else we have done? See, also see, we can write here, it is given that triangle ABC. Since triangle ABC is given, it means that what? Triangle A means we have to join which one? Angle A and angle C. Clear? This is triangle ABC. It is given over here. It is required. So triangle ABC will that only joined AC. That is, you can see that is AC we have joined. And what else? BAD, it is asked in the question. Clear? We have to prove that BAD means triangle BAD. BAD means we have to join which one? We have to join B and D. Okay, children. So this is your actual figure that is required for proving the question. Okay, children. Now let us start proving. Proof. See, in quadrilateral, that is first part we are proving. In quadrilateral, ADCE, Where is that? ADCE. Where is, which one? ADCE. Clear? What do we have here, children? AD is parallel to AD is parallel to EC, that is AD is parallel to EC. Why? By construction. Okay, children. AD is parallel to EC by construction. Clear? Here we have written AD is parallel to EC or C by construction. What else is there? That is, and AE is parallel to CD, and AE, where is that? AE is parallel to CD. AE is parallel to CD. That is actually, since what? Because AB is parallel to what? AB is parallel to what? AB is parallel to DC. It is given. Since see, it is given that AB is parallel to CD. Here AB only is produced to E. That is, it means that AE is also parallel to CD. Now see, children, both the pairs of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are parallel. This implies that ADCE. This implies that ADCE is a parallelogram. ADCE is a parallelogram. See, children, once ADCE is a parallelogram, that it means that what? It means, see, it will hold all the properties of a parallelogram. This implies that from here, this implies that AD equal to EC. This implies that AD equal to EC, children. Write down. Where is that? AD equal to EC. Right? AD equal to EC. AD equal to EC. Right, children? Why? Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, children. Now let us see. But see what is given. AD equal to EC, children. AD equal to EC. That we have seen since it is a parallelogram. But what is given here? See, AD equal to BC is also given. AD equal to BC is also given. See, let it be equation number 1 here. AD equal to EC, equation number 1. Clear? And this is AD equal to BC, that is given in the question itself, equation number 2. This implies that from 1 and 2. This implies that, see, what do we see? This implies that AD equal to EC and AD equal to BC. This implies that BC equal to, this implies that BC equal to EC. Why? From 1 and 2. Okay, children. See, BC equal to EC. This is a big milestone we have achieved. BC equal to, see, children, BC equal to EC we have proved. BC equal to EC. Now, see, now in triangle BCE, what do we see? Now in triangle BCE means this triangle we are talking about. This triangle BCE is this triangle. Now in triangle BCE, what do we have? BC equal to what? BC equal to EC. BC equal to EC, that is proved above. Okay, children, this implies that, see, BC's opposite angle is angle 4. That is, BC's opposite angle is angle 4, equal to EC's opposite angle equal to angle 3. Why? Angle opposite to equal sides of a triangle, clear, are equal. That is what? Angles opposite to, write down, angles opposite to equal sides, angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. Okay, children. So this is what do we see? That is angle 4 equal to angle 3. Clear? Now, children, now angle 2 plus angle 3. Look at here. See the figure. Angle 2 plus angle 3. See, angle 2 is this entire angle is named as angle 2. Now angle 2 plus angle 3, that is Angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degree. That is linear pair of angles. That is LPAs. That is linear pair of angles. Let it be question number 3. And what else is, see, that is and what, that is angle 1 plus C, angle 2 plus angle 3 equal, they are linear pair, and angle 1 plus angle 4, that is see, angle 1 plus angle 4 equal to 180 degree once again. That is why CIAs. This is CIAs. What is CIAs? That is co-interior angles or consecutive interior angles. What is this axiom known as? See, sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degree, or the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, we can say. Here why CIAs, you can write the reason why, because see, AD is parallel to CE. You can write that AD is parallel to CE. AD is parallel to CE, and AE is the transversal, and AE is the transversal. Okay, children. Now see equation number 3 and 4. Clear? That is angle 2 plus 3 equal to C. Both the right hand sides are equal. This implies that the left hand side will also be equal. That is angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to angle 1 plus angle 4. That is from 3 and 4. From equation number 3 and 4. Okay, children. So angle 2 plus angle 3. Let us see. Now let us move to the next part of the board. That is, remove it out, children. This is your angle 2 plus 3 equal to angle 1 plus 4. That is now angle 2 equal to, this implies that angle 2 plus angle 3, angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to angle 1 plus angle 3, because angle 3 equal to angle 4. Why? Because angle 3 equal to angle 4. Okay, children. So from here, see, angle 3 got cancelled. This implies that angle 2 equal to angle 1. Clear? This is another big milestone we have achieved. Angle 2 equal to angle 1. And now see, children, what is angle 2 and angle 1? Angle 2 equal to what? Angle 1. That is, this implies that angle 1 is nothing but angle A only. This is angle A. I equal to, what is angle 2? That is angle B. Clear? That is, we can write. Clear? This is, that is, you here you can write angle A equal to angle B, and that we have proved. So this first part, that was a big part that we have proved, children. Clear? Now see, children, for the second part. What is second part? Second part is angle C equal to angle D we have to prove. Angle C equal to angle D we have to prove. Let us see. Now angle 3 equal to angle 5. Where is, see, angle 3 equal to, where is that? Angle 3 equal to, look at, children, see, correlate the things. Angle 3 equal to angle 5. Look at the figure. Angle 3 equal to angle 5, because they are alternate interior angles. See, they are alternate interior angles. Why alternate interior angles? See, AE is parallel to, children, look at the figure here. AE is parallel to, AE is parallel to what? AE is parallel to DC. AE is parallel to DC, and BC is the transversal, and BC is the transversal. BC is the transversal. Okay, children, this is, let it be question number 5. What is this? This is equation number 5. And what else? And angle 3 equal to angle 5. Clear? That is, they are alternate interior angles. Angle 6 equal to, here also, angle 6 equal to angle 4. Angle 6 equal to angle 4. Why? They are opposite angles of a parallelogram. Let it be question number 6. That is opposite angles of a parallelogram. Opposite angles of a parallelogram. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Clear, children? Also one more thing is there. What? Angle 3 equal to angle 5, they are alternate interior angles over here. Angle 6 equal to angle 4, that is this one, they are opposite angles of a parallelogram, and that is angle 4 equal to angle 3 that we have proved above. Angle 4 equal to angle 3 here. Angle 4 equal to angle 3 we have proved, that is, let it be equation number, that is 7, that is proved above. Here we have to correlate the things. What we have to prove? We have to prove that angle C equal to angle D. Where is angle C? That is, we have to prove that angle 5 equal to angle 6 we have to prove. Clear, children? That is, see, from 5, 6 and 7, what do we get? That is angle 3 equal to angle 4. Here you write angle 3 equal to angle 4, and angle 4 equal to angle 6, and that is your angle 3 equal to angle 5. Clear? That this is the combination of the equation number 5, 6 and 7. This implies that angle 5 equal to, from here, angle 5 equal to angle 6. This implies that angle 5 equal to angle 6. Clear? That is what? Okay, children, that is what? Angle 5 equal to angle 6. It means that angle C equal to angle D. Clear, children? This second part also we have proved. Okay, children. Now let us see the next one. Next one, that is third part. What is third part? Third part is, see, children, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD. Clear? Now in triangle ABC, where is that? Triangle ABC, where is that? Triangle ABC means this triangle we are talking about. This triangle, children, ABC is congruent to triangle BAD means this one. Okay. Now in triangle, now in triangle ABC and triangle BAD. Triangle BAD. What do we have, children? Clear? That is AB equal to BA. AB. See the figure? Triangle ABC. Triangle ABC and triangle BAD. AB is common in both the triangle. That is AB equal to BA. That is common. Okay, children. What else do we have? That is BC equal to AD. What is this? BC equal to AD. BC equal to AD. Where is BC equal to AD? Here, see, ABC. BC equal to AD, that is given in the question. Look at here. BC equal to AD, that is given in the question. Clear, children? And what, see, and here what else is there? That is here triangle ABC angle 2 equal to, that is, and triangle ABC and triangle BAD angle 2 equal to what? That is angle 2 equal to angle 1. That is angle 2 equal to angle 1. What? See, triangle BAC, see, angle 2 equal to angle 1, that we have proved over here. Where? That is, we have proved angle 2 equal to angle 1 here. Clear? That is angle A equal to angle B in part 1. That is proved above. Proved above. Okay, children? This implies that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD. Clear? By which rule? That is SAS rule. SAS rule. Clear, children? See, this is your, what is this? This implies, this is your third part we have proved. Clear, children? That is your this is which is what congruent ABC, that is S A and S, that is SAS, AB equal to BA. Clear? This is, and BC equal to AD, that is SA, and that is SAS. SAS rule we have shown. Now what is fourth part? Fourth part, we have to prove that diagonal AC equal to what is this? Diagonal AC equal to diagonal BD. Clear? Now triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD. That is proved above. Proved above. Okay, children? This implies that what? This implies that AC equal to BD. AC equal to BD, that is what? By CPCT. CPCT. AC equal to BD. This implies that diagonal AC equal to diagonal BD, and that is what we have to prove, children. Clear? This is a big question we have proved, that is proved. Okay children, now see, this is very long video. Clear? I hope now this is exercise 8.1 came to an end, and see the next exercise clear we will see in the next video, that is okay children. Thank you and have a nice day.